So, hi guys, this is day 2 of my vlogging experience, and I'm gonna title it as Mistake. And although it was a long day, I learned a lot from a podcast by Healthy Gamer GG. He's on Spotify and also on YouTube, wherein he discussed shame. Shame meaning like if may times na pinapahiya ka ng ibang tao, or maybe there are other people that bash you because of your actions. So he mentioned that we are naturally social creatures. So meaning we value the opinions of other people, and that shame is actually a type of motivator for us. Meaning although shame causes negative emotions, these negative emotions can in turn makes us motivated in the long run and actually forces us to change. But although I can understand that with our generation, there are times na parang the shame is too much and also not justified for the things that we are actually doing. Like we have our own reasons, and the shame or the criticism of other people is actually not justifiable because of the things that they saw. And also, he mentioned that it's easier to forget about shame now since we have a lot of things, or rather, social media contents specifically, that could distract us from that shame. Like, for example, if I'm feeling shame because of other people, or like, for example, my mom bashed me na parang, bakit late ka na umuwi? Even if that can be a motivator for me to go home earlier or early, I will just scroll through TikTok or maybe Facebook or any social media platform to lessen the feeling of shame. And that actually goes against the purpose of shame with us. Forming a lot of theory crafting before actually doing things and actually trying to do things. Because for me, I tend to overthink things. Like, I expect or I imagine things happening before they happen. And the problem with that is that your mind can only do so much with it given the data that it has. So even though you think the solutions are okay and the next events would align with the solution that you made, it may not be the case all the time since your data is still limited, and the fact that you have less motivation since you're not considering the shame as a good motivator for you, and also you are not receiving data because of that loss of motivation, then probability of creating a wrong decision would be increased. So for me, that's very valuable right now since I'm making a lot of decisions for myself that could help me improve, and also I would say decisions that are actionable. So right now it's a lot to take in, but I think through that podcast I realized that what's actually important is receiving the shame, and also like pipiliin mo talaga if what is constructive criticism and just bashing, and then doing things that makes you move forward because of that shame. And that shame could also be a source of your key points on what to overcome, because essentially this also goes to the saying that the problems never are not easier in the long run, you just became stronger. So that's all for today, and see you tomorrow.